Jazz Jennings has been a vocal advocate for transgender kids ever since she first spoke to Barbara Walters more than 10 years ago. And each step of the way, she's allowed us to document her process from socializing to pausing puberty. And now the ultimate step of gender confirmation surgery.
Jazz, right up here, Jazz.
Jazz is arguably the most famous transgender teen in the country. It's been a long and winding road, one we've documented for more than a decade.
Hi. Can I come in your house?
Yes.
The Jennings first opened up to Barbara Walters back in 2007.
Your child was born a boy, and now you call him a girl. Yes?
Yes.
I'll never forget one day I was at the computer and Jazz came up to me and she said, "Mom, when is the good fairy gonna come with her magic wand and change my penis into a vagina?" And I was really confused. You know, I have this 2-year-old coming up to me and saying, you know, I'm a girl.
The one thing we learned early about Jazz was that she was very articulate, and that we just determined that it was really difficult to not share her with the world.
So just bring me up to speed. So how old are you, Jazz?
I'm 16.
And then in terms of hormones and puberty blockers, when did all of that start?
I started the puberty blockers at age 11 and hormones when I was 12. There's my stretcher.
She's about to undergo her gender confirmation surgery.
I would say this is the final step of transitioning.
As Jazz makes her way into that life-changing surgery, she hopes that if successful, it'll pave the way for the next generation of trans girls seeking the same procedure.
It's just so crazy knowing that I was walking up to this hospital just a week ago with a completely different mindset. I was super excited and eager to get the body that I've always wanted, and I was so positive. I was like, this is gonna work out. And now it's just like it's all come crashing down.
Jazz Jennings had horrible surgical complications when he had his penis removed.
Balloonectomy.
And made into a, as we say, a Virginia ham with an M80 stuffed inside it and ignited, which is basically what this kid's private parts look like now.
So she went home to the hotel on Saturday, and that's where it all spiraled out of control. The entire vagina fell off the face of it. It's not like...
You're kidding me.
Like you could just see it splitting at the seams.
And you saw it.
So I took a blush mirror and looked at it. It looked just as bad as they had told me it was gonna look. My mom, my sister, and every doctor that came to visit me told me not to look at my vagina. But that's exactly why I had to see it. And I was like, okay, this looks like
The kid Jazz had bad complications with the surgery. He's starting to tell people this on the show, because the show is I Am Jazz about his journey. His journey.
Journey to suicide.
And so the mom starts getting mad, and she's like saying, no, don't even tell your therapist about this problem you've had.
What about the complication? How much do I talk about?
Not much. Just kind of glaze over it and just
be like, yes, there was a setback, but
very rare. Just move on. Do not dwell on it, okay? Jazz tends to get very graphic regarding her surgical complications. And I'm very concerned that it might turn off kids from having this particular procedure, and that could scare their families as well. I'm really hoping that Jazz uses some discretion during the interview and just kind of doesn't go to places I don't want her to go to.
I feel like people should know what I went through so that they could hear the truth of my story and my experience. And it was a complication. I had to go back in for another procedure, but it was just all part of the journey.
As I'm hearing bits and pieces of what's going on, I feel that it's going in a bad direction. Jazz is talking about all the complications of surgery, and it just wasn't what this was supposed to be about. You know, I'm pissed off.
I did talk about the complication that occurred, though. I said how, like, basically everything unraveled and that it was too tight, so the stitches came apart, and then I had to go back in for another OR appointment.
I told you not to do that. We don't want to scare people.
I know, it was just in the moment, I don't think it's too big of a deal. And I mean, I don't think it's going to scare people, it's the reality and all that.
No, it's going to scare, it's going to definitely, there are parents that are watching that and being like, oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
I'm the one that's going to get
hard
phone
when
calls
you're
from people and emails from people. Oh my goodness, is this going to happen to my child?
Well, when you see that beast Yenta mother that is doing this to it, and notice she even says, I have to now get emails about this. She doesn't want it out there that complications with this kind of surgery can happen.
Yeah.
Because the whole show is supposed to be an advertisement for this kind of surgery.
7 inches of depth.
They don't want to scare other people off from having this done to them. They don't want. She doesn't want the example of this irreversible genital mutilating, body mutilating surgery going horribly wrong, and basically her son having no penis and testicles, but having instead some shredded meat looking thing that is going to create eventually that kid's committing suicide, right? She does not want the world to know that she foresaw her son going through a process.
Imagine being Jazz Jennings.
Of being surgically mutilated, and that there was a complication, so that it's actually not going to be what he thought it was. He's not going to magically have a functional vagina, because that's impossible.
Do you realize?
Biologically impossible. She doesn't want people to know this because she fundamentally always saw her son as a pawn in this greater social message that she's pushing of you other people. You get your kids to do this too, because this is just great.
Yeah, I mean, it's scary. This is, this is experimental stuff. Like, I am messing with my kid's body. This is fresh. We're the guinea pigs. Jazz is a guinea pig.
And keep in mind, this family describes itself as very Jewish.
Jennings was born in Florida to parents Greg and Jeanette. The family is Jewish. Regarding the last name, Jeanette explained that
Jennings is our pseudonym to sort of make life easier. We try to hide our real last name as much as possible. Our last name is a very Jewish, long last name.
And I am going to meet with a group of wonderful moms who all have transgender daughters who are around Jazz's age. And we got to know each other at one of the conferences, and none of them have had the surgery yet. I'm worried with Jazz being so unfiltered and sharing all the details of her surgery with Juju Chang could really scare them. So I want to put their minds at ease. We have been through quite a journey. And what I really want you to know as I tell the story is that what happened to Jazz is not the norm. I'm honestly scared when this gets out that people are going to freak out.
Look at this evil beast, Yenta Jewish mother, this evil, overbearing monster that used her son as a fucking science experiment to show the world that you too should mutilate your children. I mean, everyone's like, and like people that are like, oh, it's Jewish, so it doesn't matter. Like, no, it matters because they're putting it on TV. And then she's saying that don't talk about the complications because the whole point is to get Gentiles to do this. The whole point is that this is the cool thing to be. There's like 25% increase of people, or even more than that, of saying, oh, I might be transgender, I might be interested in this. Why? Because when they're fucking 10 years old, they're watching this shit. And that's why the mother is saying, don't tell them your whole fucking package down there blew up and unraveled and all whatever the fuck happened. Don't tell them that you effectively have no genitals. You can never enjoy intimacy with another human being because you just destroyed your body. Don't tell people that, because one, other people won't want to do the same thing to themselves, and then I'm going to have to field emails about it. I mean, this woman is fucking evil. This woman's pure evil.
Word has leaked out that Jazz had some complications with her surgery, and I don't want anybody to think Jazz was botched or anything like that.
Everyone.
I would be so devastated if parents are horrified and get scared off from having the surgery.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a trans daughter. She is 15, and we followed your story from the beginning. And we suppressed her, and, we're close to a surgery. But I have to be honest, this story, I'm just completely scared. I mean, it just sounds like Jazz was mangled.
This is exactly what I was worried about. I was worried that people would be scared.
Hold on, can we look up the definition of that word, mangled? To severely mutilate, disfigure, damage by cutting, tearing, or crushing.
That's a little harsh. The entire vagina fell off the face of it. It's not like...
You're kidding me.
Like you could just see it splitting at the seams.
And you saw it.
The reason why Jazz Jennings' Jewish mother doesn't want Jazz Jennings to tell you that his penis, his former penis, is now a blown up baloney vagina, or his mother doesn't want you to tell people this because then other people won't do this, because the whole
no one else will blow up their penises.
Because the whole point is we want more people doing this because it's malicious. This is malicious. We are fucking with you.
This is an attack.
We are attacking your culture, and we are fucking with you. We want your children mutilating themselves and killing themselves. They are now also this Jewish show, based on a book by a Jewish writer about teen suicide, called like 12 Reasons Why. 12 Reasons Why I want to kill myself that they're putting on Netflix and kids are watching this.
Yeah.
This is all malicious. This is evil. These people are evil.
13 Reasons Why is about a teenage girl who kills herself and leaves behind pre-recorded messages to the 13 people she blames for her death.
I'm about to tell you the story of my life. More specifically, why my life ended.
The families of 15-year-olds Bella Herndon of Livermore and Priscilla Chu of San Mateo in California both say the girls watched the series shortly before they hanged themselves in April.
She loved to model, and you could see in a lot of her pictures how pretty she was.
This is Emily Bragg, just 19 years old when she took her own life. Shortly before, Joyce says Emily started watching the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why. Something she told her not to watch because of her mental health, but she did it anyway.
I was like in shock, like how could this happen? Could I have done something differently? How could I have prevented this? And I would have done anything to prevent her from dying, and I don't know how. I blame myself every day.
Joyce says Emily planned her own death, left notes for everyone she loved, and took her life the same way the main character did in the show.
Point is, there are people who are too stupid to think that stuff they see on TV might be destructive and bad. That's the Jazz Jennings. I was like, well, what do I care about Jazz Jennings? Because Jazz Jennings is a Jew. I love seeing Jews destroy themselves. Like, fine, this is one Jew destroying himself on TV at the urging of his mother so that all you goyim go and do it. So no, there is a problem with that. It shouldn't be on TV.
Jazz to me is such an inspiration because like growing up, I didn't really have like an advocate or anyone that I looked to like as a transgender like role model.
They're selling this to people as a glamorous status aspirational lifestyle choice. Oh, you could be trans, you could be cool, you could be different. And then, and it's bullshit. And so it's not something where you're just treating a disorder. This is not a disorder. This is a manufactured thing and it's malicious. The people doing it are malicious. They mean you harm. They mean us harm.
Okay, so when are you getting your surgery?
About a year from now.
What about you, Charlie?
So I'm looking to do my surgery probably after I graduate high school.
It's like, that's fucking 2019. That's what we do. That's what Western culture's all about.
It's beautiful.
You don't like it, you're a fucking Nazi.
This is some shit out of a fucking nightmare.
It is. It's fucking satanic nightmare shit, man. The Nazis were right. And if you don't think so,
you mean that we're not wrong?
If you don't think so, then tell me that you're happy with this transgender shit because they put a fucking stop to it. Conservatives aren't doing it. The Republican Party's not doing it.
You know what? You said the Nazis were against this?
Yes, quite.
I kind of feel like being a Nazi now.